Hey guys, we're gonna start our unit 4 today. We're gonna first do our SLO 19, which is adding and subtracting polynomials with classifying polynomials by term and degree. So turn to page 1. And the definition of a polynomial is an expression consisting of many terms. Standard form must be written in alphabetical order with the highest exponents first. So as an example, we have 2x cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x plus 7. The highest exponent here is a 3 from the 2x cubed. Then the second highest exponent is 2, then a 1, which is invisible, and technically there would be a 7x to the 0. X to the 0 is the same thing as 1. So, by definition, the highest exponent is called the degree. And this table shows the terminology for the degree. So if your highest exponent is 0, you technically have a constant, like a 7. If it's a 1, which is right here, it's an invisible 1, it's called linear. If you have a 2, it's going to be quadratic. If you have a 3, it's cubic. And if the highest exponent is 4, it's called a quartic. Now, the number of terms are the following. If you have one term, it's called a monomial. 2 terms is called binomial. And 3 terms is trinomial. Anytime you have 4 or more, we're going to call it polynomials. So now I have an example here. 6x squared plus 7 plus 2x. We're going to write the standard form of this particular example. Since the exponent here is 2, this is a constant, and the exponent here is really 1, we're going to write the highest exponent first. This term should be written first, followed by this, because from 2, the highest exponent will be 1. From here, we're going to write our constant. And now this is called standard form of a polynomial. Now we need to also identify the degree. Degree is based off the highest exponent. This is the highest exponent, and this is a 2. So if we look at our chart, if the degree is 2, it's called a quadratic. Now, if we're identifying the number of terms, terms are separated by addition and subtraction. This is 1 term, 2, 3. 3 terms are called trinomial. All right, now let's try another example. Let's do number 6 from packet page 1. We have 2x to the 4th minus 7x to the 2nd minus 5x plus 1. This is already in standard form. So we're identifying the degree and the number of terms. The degree is the highest exponent, which is 4. So the degree is quartic. Now for the terms, this is 1, that's a negative or minus, so that's a second term. That's another minus 5x, that's a third term. Plus 1 is our 4th term. So there are 4 terms. By definition, 4 or more terms are called polynomial. Now we're going to try to add and subtract in standard form. Let's try number 12. Number 12 is 8x squared minus 12x plus 4. That whole thing is being subtracted by 3x squared plus 5x minus 1. So the very first thing that we should do here is distribute the negative to the right. So this is now going to be negative 3x squared minus 5x plus 1. There's nothing to distribute into this, so I'm just going to rewrite that outside of the parentheses. And now we're going to combine like terms. Like terms must have the same variable and exponent. This and this is the highest exponent, and we can combine them because they have the same base and exponent. So now we're going to do 8 minus 3 is 5. You're going to keep the base and the exponent. The next one is a negative 12x and negative 5x. They have the same variable. So we're going to combine negative 12 and negative 5 to get negative 17x. The last thing is combining the constants. That's a positive 4 and a positive 1. This is a positive 5. This is now in standard form. And if you want to identify the number of degree in terms, we can look at the highest exponent, which is a 2, and a 2 is called a quadratic. And the number of terms, again, is separated by subtraction or addition. So this is 1, 2, 3. 3 terms are called trinomials.